boys and girls. Today we are going to be changing out a headlight assembly. Let's see. So what I'm going to do, here's what I'm going to do first as we're changing out this headlight assembly. This is the whole piece we're going to remove right here. And we got a brand new one we're going to put in its place. And so what we're going to do, to get to access it, you have to take out certain bolts. But this is in the way. So we're going to move this and see if we can get to it a little bit easier. Take these out. Let's see, is it disconnected now? Alright. Yeah, that one's disconnected. Push it back in. That one's disconnected. I said we can't get this one down here. Alright, we're just going to leave our screws in there. Handy little thing right here comes in handy. I love it. Had that for years. Alright, so we got this bolt here to take out. We got to take this bolt out, and there should be one more. There it is right there. We got to take that one out. Now, the first thing we want to do before we disconnect our headlight assembly is we want to disconnect our electrical lines. So this one should disconnect pretty simply, just like that. Now this is tethered to the assembly. This is all the assembly right here. It's tethered with a zip tie, so we're going to cut that. All right. All right. So we know it's 11 millimeter, so we're going to go ahead and take these out. Now you want to keep these because you have to put them back in. You don't want to lose them. Now what we're going to do is we don't want to damage this because we're going to keep it. We're not going to throw it away. It's a perfectly good headlight assembly. There's nothing wrong with it. So we're going to keep it as an emergency. You never know, a rock may fly out and break one, and before I can get a new one I need to put one back on. So we're going to keep that one for an emergency situation, so we don't want to damage it. Now the way I'm doing this, that headlight assembly is just going to fall on the ground if I don't catch it. Now you'll notice I still have one right here I haven't taken loose yet. And the reason is, I got to be real careful when I do this. I want to be real careful. I'm going to hold my hand down here to catch it. And so it don't hit the ground, and hopefully I can catch it I think we have all our wires loose, so all the wires should come out. All those wires go to that. These are the wires that stay with the truck. So we're gonna go ahead, take this last bolt out, and as we're taking it out, we're gonna try to hold on to it. Now it looks like they did some kind of bondo right here, so we may end up, it may not fall out. We may end up having to cut it out. No, I'm wrong. This is part of the truck. The light assembly is inside, so they who knows what they did with this truck. I'm telling you though, this ain't the original headlight. I'll bet money on that. I think they found a cheapo headlight, and you can see where they've done bondo work inside the truck here. So the truck, this side did get wrecked for sure. So all right, let's see if we can hold on to this light down here. All right, there it went, just fell loose. We're gonna lay a wrench down. All right, we're gonna come around here. Voila, there it is. One headlight assembly. Perfectly good condition. There's nothing wrong with it. What happened was, if you'll look right here, you can see this is halogen. All this is halogen lights. And the one I had on the driver's side, on the passenger side, if you look at it, let's do this down just a little. You see all the LEDs? All that is LEDs. So it's a different headlight assembly. So ever since I bought the truck, I've been wanting to match up, find the right headlight, and I finally found it in our favorite truck stop up there in Dodge City, Alabama. All right, so what we're gonna do, let's go ahead and open up our new one. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh, that thing's loud. It's good having an air compressor though, I'll tell you that. All right, so this is the one we're installing. It gives you instruction on how to do everything. So it just shows you the back of it on the picture. So here, let's see if we can get it out of the wrapper. And you can see what it looks like. Is it sealed up? Yeah, I think it is. Here, we'll cut that right up. There we go. All right. Oh, here we go. Beautiful. Look at it, ain't it beautiful and shiny? You see it's got the LEDs. Now it's gonna match the one on the other side. Now, just a quick FYI, if you ever want to change out one of these lights, you twist this and it pops right off. And then there's where your bulbs go inside right there. And then you have to twist those, and those come right out. So, and you just put this back and give it a little twist, boom, right back in. So it's real easy to change out the bulbs. It's not that hard. Now, before we hook up our electrical, here's our wire. We'll go ahead and pull it out and get it where we can plug it up. This is a hard job to do with one person, because you have to hold it with one hand and get your bolt started with the other hand. So I'm gonna see, oops, sorry about that. See if I can get it up in here like it's supposed to be, where our bolts match up. See if I can't get one or two of our bolts started. Oh, let's see. Whew, this works so much better with two people, I guarantee you. All right, so we got one started right there. Now we're gonna grab us another bolt back here. Let's see if we can't get another one started. There we go. There's a good one to get started right down here. All right. Gonna flip our thing around. Alright, so that'll help us hold it in place while we get the rest of our bolts. So far, pretty easy, right? No big deal. Think you could do it? I think you could. Believe it or not, this is the first time I've ever done it. One more bolt and she goes in right here. You do not want to cross thread these. So I'm trying to make sure I got it started right. There we go. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is, before I finish putting the final pressure, is I'm going to look at my light and make sure it's in there snug like it's supposed to be. I'm going to pull in on it. All right, so we got our assembly here. We're going to put this back on and we'll be done. Let's just pray we got it right. All right, we're going to lay this right here till I can get this up here and get the bolts lined up. All right, the first one's going in right there. All right, we got that one started. Let's see if we can't get it so rusty when it started. Yeah, there we go. Got it started, and let's see if we can find our hole back here. Alright, got that one in there. Alright. Got that good and snug. That one in there good and snug. I don't know if we can tighten this one up or not. I think that one, yeah, I don't even feel the threads. I think that one pulled out. The insert part pulled out. So we just have those two holding it in place. All right, so we got that all done. We got our headlights and all done. Yeah, that's all zip tied down right there. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to change out our fog light. And but before we do that, we're going to take a break. Go get us some zip ties. And I just want to throw a zip tie between these wires, and zip tie this shut so it can't just pull it loose by itself. And then we'll get to work on that fog light. So y'all hang around. All right, so we got us a zip tie. I'm just gonna run it right through here, and then we're gonna run it right through here, and we're gonna hope and pray it fits. Oh yeah, just barely, but there we go. Now what that'll do is that'll keep it from popping loose, since there's no tab there to hold it in place. And with that, we're gonna call it a successful project. Huh. All right. Now, let's pop our hood back down. All right, our next project is to change out this bulb right here in our low beam. And as you can see, we have these little star things. Now, what's the chances? You're gonna have to get to that from behind. We're in trouble. All right, we're gonna try to get this headlight done. I've done some of the work already. I took out the bolts that holds it in. These are the bolts. There's 3 of them that holds it in the side here. They're so hard to get out, I didn't want to waste your time, me struggling. The top 2 is this one and this one are easy to get out. This one down here, that 3rd one on the bottom, man, I hope you got you a good wrench. I'll tell you that. I have some wrenches like this that have the thing inside, you know, like a ratchet. But see how they're shaped? It doesn't fit good. If you want to work down in there, you need a wrench that's more straight like this to get to it and tighten it and loosen it. It has to be a small wrench. I think it's maybe about a 7/16. So now we got that loose. The fog light just pops out the front. So we're going to ease this down, not to make sure we don't lock it. So we can just ease it right back up. All right, so this will pull right out. And then this just screws out right in here, just screws in, poop, pops right out. I just wanted to make sure I had the right fittings and everything. So you just take that out, get you a screwdriver. I just have one, there's one. And I want to pop this out. Probably a smaller screwdriver would work better. There we go. All right, so that just unplugs. Supposed to anyway. Oh, wait a minute. I think we're unplugging the wrong thing. There we go. It unplugs right there. Here we go. I'm sorry. Disregard previous thing. Leave the gray thing attached. It's supposed to be there. All right, so it unplugs on the side. There you go. And you can see that bulb's shot. So we have our replacement bulb right here. And we're going to see if she works. There we go. Plugs right in. We'll put it in here. Give her a little spin, lock her in. And then let's put it back in place before we fasten it back. And let's see if it works. Now this is the package I used. Now the LED here and this don't look nothing alike. So I don't know what's going to happen when we turn this on. It may be brighter than the other one, so we'll just turn the key and turn the fog lights on and see what happens. All right. Well, it works, that's for sure. Now look at that one and look at the one on the other side. Look how much brighter it is. So what I'm thinking is, let's go ahead and swap out the other one so we have equal brightness on the lights, right? You know, if you're going to do something, do it right. You know, you want it to look right, right? You want it to look good? Huh? We want it to look good? Yeah, we want it to look good. So what I'm going to do is swap out the one on the other side so it matches the one on this side. Since we couldn't find a bulb that was dull enough like the other one. And we'll see what we look like after that. So y'all hang around. Okay, so here's our 7/16 wrench, and here's a small ratchet. Now what you can try, if your hands are small enough, and if you can get a ratchet that's small enough, you might be able to get down in there and get to it. Let's see. Oh yeah, but with a ratchet, unless it's tight, it's not going to work right. So we'll use our wrench and see if we can't get her a little bit tighter. You can stick your hand down in there and hand tighten it, but it's just such a small, tight space. And that usually happens every time, so let's try our ratchet again. Make sure we got it turning the right way. There we go. Needs to be a little bit longer. Oh yeah, there you go. Now it's getting good and tight. Alright, so we got that one on tight. Let's make sure we get these other two tight. Alright. get our top one here tight. There we go. One more little make sure, because we don't want our fog light falling out. All right, so now we're going to work on the other side, and let's hope our ratchets and stuff work over there like they did over here. This is the bulb I was talking about. It's the LED. That's the LED. It's a lot brighter than the one that came with the original LED lights, because this is a whole new assembly of fog lights. If you go back and look in one of my videos I did a few months ago, it was I swapped out the fog lights when I was down in El Paso, not El Paso, down in Laredo at the Landstar yard down there. So we're going to go around to the other side now and see if we have any luck around there. So we'll take all our goodies here and see what we can do around there. Oh, say hey, Ellie Mo Belly. Say hey, Ellie Mo Belly. She's such a sweet, happy dog. She's so sweet and happy about everything. All right. There again, you see our 3 bolts. The bottom one's the hardest one to get to, man. I'll tell you what, let's try something different this time. It was so hard to get to last time. Let's try doing it first this time. All right, so we're still tightening, are we? No, I think that may be loosening. Let's see. So we can stick it down in there and get it on there. See, you can't get it on there, man. Yeah, you can't get it on there. So let's go get our... All right, so this tiny little wrench is a 10mm. This is the size you need to get it off. Now I put this down in there with my tippy fingers and was able to loosen it up. Once I got it loose, because the other 2 are still intact, holding it firmly in place, it makes it a lot easier to unscrew it. Now if you unscrew the top 2 first, then the only thing holding it in place is going to be that bottom screw, and it's going to make it a lot harder to get it out. So if you'll do it first, the hardest one first, and then do the top one last, you should be able to get it out. Once you loosen it, you should be able to finish getting it out with your fingers. I think I almost got it. Yeah, it's loose. Let me see, pull it out. I tell you, this is, I don't know what they were thinking when they designed this like this. It's out, but I can't pull it out. Let's see. There it went. All right, we dropped our washer right there. We got to get it. All right, so we'll put that up there, or let's put it in our pocket. That way we won't lose it, along with our little tiny bitty wrench. Now we can take our ratchet and get the other 2. Still hard to get. Let's see, we can probably use this other ratchet, maybe. Let's try it and see. Yeah, there we go. Learn to hold on to your wrenches, people. That's my problem. I don't hold on to nothing except junk. I hold on to junk all the time. I got more junk than I can chunk a stick at. Like that old junk piece of GMC pickup truck sitting over there. I need to haul that thing off, I reckon. But I only paid $1 for it, and it ran me good from, I think I had it since 2006. And it's been a good old truck, you know, until here recently. I had some issues with the fuel pump, which is in the fuel tank, or right on top of it. And I think I'm having issues now. I just need to do new plug wires, new coil, all that stuff in it. It's a 94 model. It's got over 200-something thousand miles on it. And never had any engine rebuilds or nothing like that done to it. Nothing wrong with the transmission, rear end, everything in it's good. Kind of would like to be able to fix it up when I have some time. I say I paid $1 for it. More or less, my dad gave it to me. I was going through some hard times, and he was buying him a new truck. Oh, look at it, side by side. You can't beat that with a stick. Both washers right there by each other. All right, let's take this last one. Let's take it down in style, baby. Let's do it. Easy peasy, quickie, quickie. All right. And that's how you do it. I ain't gonna go 3 for 3. I'm gonna hold on to that washer. All right, so let's pick up our 2 washers down here. We don't want to lose them. All right. So we're gonna let our hood down so we can access it easier. All right, let's get our replacement bulb right here. Oh, oh yeah. See, these are, like I said, I only put these in a few months ago. These hadn't been in there all that long. But that one over there blew for some reason. All right, now this is the hard part. So, wait a minute, yeah, it's one on the bottom, okay. Ah, there we go. All right, so you can see that bulb's still intact. All right. This one looks a little different than the one on the other side. Let me go get the screwdriver, because that's in there pretty good. All right, put that right there. Oh, where did we put our screwdriver? There it is. Oh yeah, beautiful. We got us a bee hovering around. All right. All right, the generator's fixing to kick on for the truck. Sorry about the noise. What happened was I think my shore power isn't working like it's supposed to. All right. Click that right back on. Lay our screwdriver right there. Will she stay? Yes. All right. Put this back in. Give her a little twist, make sure she's in there tight. And then we put it back in place. And then we're going to switch on the truck, which will turn off the generator. May have to tighten that one up again. That one looks like it's not in there tight. Whew. All right, turn the lights on. See what we got. Oh man, ain't it beautiful? If I need to go get a wet wipe so I can wipe that other side down. Look at that. Bright lights on the bottom, bright lights at the top. Man, I'll be able to see for a mile with these sun guns. I love it. Now watch what happens when I flip the high beam. Hush, Daniel, what you talking about? Did you get your truck fixed, Daniel? See, we broke down in a fuel out. I think Provost hooked them up. All right. So now this is the bright lights. Look at the fog lights. See, they look like a different color, don't they? Than the low beam lights. But any way you look at it, I'm happy. Cause we got good lights now. We're gonna be able to see where we're going. Matching headlights so it don't look like we got a blowed headlight. So I like that, I like that. All right, switch that off, switch our key back off. Say the what, Daniel? What you talking about, Daniel? All right, let's get some Gatorade. We gotta stay hydrated. I can't drink the sugar-free, man. It's got that artificial sweetener in it. It ain't good for you. A little bit of sugar won't kill you. Just everything in quantity, right? Or in small quantities or whatever they call it. All right, so pop a hood back up. And now we're gonna install our bolts. Now, I always start with the one on the top, just because it's the easiest. And once you get it established and hold it in place, you shouldn't have no issues with the rest of them. So, let's see, stick it right in here. And we want to try to line our headlight up with the thing so we can get her started. Oh yeah, easy peasy. All right. All right, go ahead and put our second one in. Once you get them good and hand tight, these top two, then you can go ahead and put your bottom one in. We'll give it a little, just a little kiss. Then we'll move down and give the other one a little kiss with the ratchet. All right, that one I got to tighten up a little bit more. Give it a little snugness before we start further down. All right. Now for the hardened. I mean, it's a hardened, man. One on the bottom. Oh. All right. See it way down there? Ooh, it's hard to even get it in the hole, man. What you talking about? I'll tell you, if you got little bitty hands, man, this is gonna be a piece of cake. But if you got big old hands like mine, man, whoo. There we go, we got it in there now. We can only find a way to turn it. We can't get a grip on it to turn it. Ah, dadgummit. Try it with the right hand. That's where that grease is coming from, crap. I think I got it started. Yep. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this socket, just the socket, and see if I can't tighten it. Oh. Oh. Ah, where'd it go? I cut grass yesterday. Here, I'm gonna lay this down here. Alright, look at the truck. Oh, there it is. So let's put my hat on. I'm gonna make you dizzy. I'm gonna make you dizzy. I'm making me dizzy. Whew. Alright, we're gonna try it one more time. Oh, hell, look, our bolt ain't even in there straight. I'm gonna just try tightening it with my hand. I think I just about got it. Try to get some of this grease off my hand before I stick it in my pocket. And we pull out our mini-me wrench. Make sure it's good and tight. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we'll take our little wrench. Man, if you had a long one of these, you'd be good. I got these little shorties. One more good little turn here. Alright. I think we got it on there. I'm going to just give it a little tug just to make sure. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so we got it on there good and tight. Now we need to pick up our socket so we can tighten up the top too. Whew, man, I'm wore out. I'm ready to go in and sit down, cool off. Now, if you're thinking that APU is going to run the air conditioner in the truck, you would be wrong. I mean, it does run the air conditioner, but the air conditioner is turned off. I got the, what it does is, it charges my batteries. When they get low, it clicks on and charges them back up. Alright, that's all there is to it. Easy peasy, we done, baby. All we gotta do now is put our tools up. Woo! We'll go ahead and close our hood up good. Alright. I think that's alright. I've been having trouble with that. I don't think those fit in there as good as the original ones did. It shaking around though might be the reason it broke. I may have to get something to wedge up in there to, cause the roads that we drive on are so damn bumpy, man. It's unreal. Oh, that's my next project. Not gonna have time this trip. My next project is to pop this cover off so I can get in there to where my antenna mounts on my CB, so I can get that fixed. So. I like the grass. Grass looks good, don't I? Cut it yesterday. Whew. And I burned down that big old stuff over there. Had a big old pile of limbs. I burned them down. Whew. So I'm gonna put all this stuff away. I'm gonna go inside and cool off. Y'all do the same. Take a minute, enjoy the rest of your day. Stay cool.